Said in the last video we had the register, so why not use it? And then we had the Bergman. We have a Olof Bergman and we have a Jöns Fredrik Bergman. So I did a check on this one, and it says C. Eva-Lisa Hansdotter. C. Eva-Lisa Hansdotter. And Jöns Fredrik, if we remember, that is the person who dies. Jöns Fredrik. And if we remember correct, he was married. Here we have Jöns Fredrik. But I think we saw somewhere that he didn't have a wife. Here we have Jöns Fredrik. Father, yeah. The wife was not with. So what I did was that I checked in the register and found Jöns Fredrik here. It says 1855. It says A217 and 4. And then I went to the books A17 to 4 and open it up. And then you can go to, not page 4, it's number 4. And what I found is estate in inventory, bouppteckning in Swedish, number 4. Svartbjörnsbyn. We could do like this. I think that's cool. Svartbjörns. Björn is beer. Över Luleå. So here's about Svartbjörnsbyn. Idbudbyträsk. So it's a little bit not at the coast. It's an older village, not far from Boden. People start living there 1100, and the name came from Björn Svarte, they think, but you never know. And famous people, not famous in the States, I think, but famous maybe in Svartbyn. Svartbyn, here it is. See if dear Google has been there. Yes, here it is. You don't see the water. North Svartbyn, then we need to know. So what you can do is also, we have excellent historical maps. Have they been down here too? Yes, this is crazy. This is one way to go downtown. And what we also have is that we have historiska kartor. Then you have to be a little bit street smart, which maybe I'm not. If you are lucky, we have something called English. And then get started. Where is to get started? Historical maps. We have to go to I didn't really understand where it was. Stupid me. Svartbäcken. Svartbjörnsbyn. It's Safboden. Here we have norra Svartbyn. And then you do search. And then you get, he lived there in 1900. And here we have maps, 1859. Depends what scale it is. This is maybe not the best. $1894. Uh-oh. The last one was difficult. This is even more. Nedre Luleå. Luleå. Övre Luleå. I don't. Boden is just up there. But this was not so excellent, I think. Älvsbyn. But what we have is, here we have documents, Storskifte, Svartbyn, 1851. So this is when people died. They had to split the land, and then they get, now you can see what houses it was. So then you have to understand from that, and if you are really street smart. Svartbäcken was it also. Do we understand what Svartbäcken is? Oh, that's a rather small place. Maybe it's easier if we look at the correct place. Niemielisis. There it is. Svartbäcken. Not too many houses. This is today. So then we do a search. Maybe Svartbäcken. But this is a map from 48. Didn't get so much information. Laga skifte 66. So if you're lucky, this is then a document and it's on 81 pages. So then you have maybe good maps, because this was I guess, most important thing was to split the land because you live from it. And here I think you have some maps, and then it described, I think, in överenskommelse what you agreed about in 64 and so on. Is it translated or machine written? Bergman, Carl Oscar Bergman. I've never seen this before. Could be someone related to you. I don't understand this. This is 88. Stupid me. Or here, this is older. You can see here that they can't write their own name. But this is a big resource. Back to the estate and inventory. I think I could read a little bit in it. Here we have. So it says that the tailor, Jöns Fredrik Bergmans, passed away wife, Eva, Lisa Hansdotter, the daughter of Hans, who died in January this month. Now they have done this estate and inventory by a husband. Jöns Fredrik Bergman and children. The son, Carl Oscar, 19 years old. Fredrik Otto, and he's the person we see in the other document, he's 17 years old. Daughter, Maria Charlotta, 10 years old. And because she's so small, someone has to take care of her part. And then we have what they own. So they have a house, and what they say, it's a house with number 4 in Svartba, worth, with the part which is down at the water, 400, and have gold, 1 ring, 2 rings, gamla och tunna, old and thin, 232, 1 for the ladies in the ears, copper, coffee pot. Here is candle light. Let's see if they have any animals. This is cups, tea cups, 4 plates. Candlelights, something painted, a coffin with lock, worth 2, things to have the milk in, so maybe they have some cows. Lot of all knife for shaving, things to do food in, spade, here we have tailor things, tailor Caesar, that's worth 24 öre, that's 10 cents. Books, the New Testament, Galdes book, and a psalm book, just Christian things. I don't understand what this is. But normally they just have a Bible. They have 1 cow. No, this is not a cow. It's kärkål. Table. This is clothes in the bed. They had one old bed. Interesting thing now is if to get the next one also, so then you can compare. If I read about in 1900 they had really terrible stamina, and people start boiling the shoes and so on, and that's one reason people went to the States. Then you have walking clothes. They didn't have so much. They had what they had on the man's walking clothes, table clothes. What do you say? Things you have on the table. Here you have one cow and a female cow, and I don't understand what that is. So it's worth 548. That's not bad. And then they have to the people who are the poor people. No depths so far. That's good. Here we have some depths. To Falk, 220. So he had some, and the farmer Ersson, 74. Lantmätare, the person doing the maps. Farmer in Svartbyn, Strandhugg. Enkefrun Bergman, so that's another Bergman. And the cost for the funeral. Kronofogden. So that was 367. So it was 893. Here he says, question is if he could write, if this is his writing or if he write Bergman. That's the question. And then you have a Falk, and then you have other people writing. So that's rather interesting. That's all. So this is number 4. And the book was Överlylle Tingslag. And I added that to your page. And then I upload this too. Good luck.